had the game one of the World Series on. And I thought, well, I've got a few minutes here before I have to crash, so I'll just watch a bit of this. Oh my gosh, that was a Cardinal slaughter.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And I kept having to check the top right corner of the screen to make sure I wasn't watching a high school baseball game. I mean, that was unbelievable. The Boston was destroying them. It was a comedy of errors. And it was an amazing thing. So then I found myself last night looking for someplace where I could watch Game 2.
Yeah. Because
I thought for sure that we would have to put the Cardinal on the endangered species list here. I mean, this was unbelievable. But what happened last night? St. Louis wins by 1. It's an incredible thing. This is an incredible series to watch. I think today's the day off, but I'll have to see how this goes because this is some fascinating sports. And really, I think America needs something to pump them up a little bit here. I was kind of hoping the Tigers would get into it because I live very close to Detroit, and I just feel bad for Detroit. I feel like Detroit needs something. They need a win. They need a winning team of some sort.
Yeah.
They came pretty close. They did come close. I just feel like Detroit needs something to drive a winning spirit back into that city because Detroit is an atrocity.
It's so depressed. It's a miserable place right now. Hey, Mike, I you got to know this. Right across the headlines of Drudge right now, it says, report, big red letters, NSA website down in hack attack.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the headlines right now. Huge red letters. NSA website down in hack attack.
I'll have to call home and see what my son's doing tonight.
See what he's doing? Your son is a computer genius. He's probably the one that's done it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to call home and make sure he's okay. But, same-sex marriage was made legal in New Jersey this week.
That's what I heard.
And it looks like New Mexico is the next battleground. That'll make state number 15. We've talked about this before. But, I have heard a rumor, guys, that the next time the Rolling Stones plays in the United States, it's gotten so bad out there in America that the next time the Rolling Stones plays a concert in the United States, they're going to change the lyrics to one of their songs. The one that goes, hey, you, get off my cloud. They're going to change the lyrics to, hey, McCloud, get off my you. Is that bad?
Yeah. No, that's okay. Don't say something over the radio and then say, is that bad? Is that bad? I mean, you're supposed to ask those questions before you say it. That's like pulling the trigger on a gun. When you pull the trigger, the bullet's gone, man. Don't.
Hey, Mike.
We don't understand gun analogies up here in Canada,
I hear you.
Mike, I got to ask you. You just said New Jersey legalized same-sex marriage this week. How can that be with a conservative Republican like Chris Christie? He signed that into law?
Well, he did oppose it, but it went to the Supreme Court in New Jersey, and the courts rejected the appeal, so now it is law now. In all fairness to Chris Christie, he did oppose it. He did fight it.
Okay.
All right. I'm serious. I really didn't know. I've been out of touch with a lot of the news, so I was just curious.
Yeah, no, our Canadians fought it too, and it went to the Canadian Supreme Court, and the men in black that so often ruin it for the rest of us, they forced it on the Canadian people. And, essentially that's what's happening in the United States is the men in black, the lawyers, as we discussed last week, are taking it over.
Yeah.
And incidentally, moving it right along here, it looks like we may have a fan with Rush Limbaugh because he said that the key to getting Obamacare to work is to get as many healthy people signed up as possible, right?
Right.
Because they don't drain the system; they just keep putting into it.
That's correct.
And Limbaugh actually said this, and I was amazed. And I've been looking for audio of it, but it's not that readily available. But he did say that if Obama can't get the young generation to sign up for it willingly, Obama will force them to sign up. He will force them to take Obamacare on.
Yeah.
He will force it on them. Well, isn't that straight out of the Bible? We have documented how Obamacare, it could be the mechanism for this mark of the beast system that's coming. And now we have the likes of Rush Limbaugh saying, look, this will be forced on people if they refuse to pony up here and take care of it themselves. And the Bible is very clear that this system will be forced. Everyone will be forced to take it, or else you won't be able to buy or sell. I mean, this is amazing that now Limbaugh confirming this. And by the way, talking about headlines, Yahoo News has a headline on right now, Limbaugh is right. That's the headline.
Hey, Mike,
Limbaugh says that the penalty can only be enforced if the government owes you money, because then they can just take out of that. And he said that on a show yesterday. And now Yahoo News, the headline is saying, yes, Limbaugh was right. That is true. That if the government doesn't owe you money, they have no way of collecting it.
That's right.
And then, of course, Limbaugh did go on to say that eventually, if that is true, the law may change to reflect that, and then allow the IRS to actually go into your bank account and just take it.
Hey, Mike,
So,
I gotta ask you
go
real
ahead.
quick because of what you just said about being forced in the mark of the beast. I heard a caller on another talk radio program today make this theory, and I'm telling you, you just blew me away, brother. She called in and she said, imagine this, with all the problems with the website right now, and there's a lot of technical people out there that are speculating that this healthcare.gov may even be a fake. It may be intended not to work. She speculated this. She said, what if the website is set up as a fake? What if it is intended not to work? It comes down to the deadline. People can't get signed up. They're going to get fined. They're going crazy. And all of a sudden, Obama comes forth and unveils this and says, you know what? The website isn't going to work. It can't handle the traffic. But here is what we've done. We've developed this technology. It's a way for you to only have your healthcare records. They're secure. They're on you at all times. Here's your RFID chip.
Right. I mean, anything's possible at this point because we have this law lingering out there. It's law of the land, Obamacare, and the Canadian designed website.
Yeah,
It's true. If you guys don't know this, the website was designed by CGI, which is a Montreal, Canada-based company. I'm sorry, it's the Canadians' fault here, folks. But here we have. I've heard that before. Where it's possible that it was designed to fail, and then because of the law, because it is the law, Obama may say, look, we got to enforce this law. Here's what we're going to do. We have the RFID chip technology available. It's already been tested. It works. Let's just go for this.
And by the way, the cost of this website right now that doesn't work is over $1 billion.
That's right. Yeah, we went into that 1.4 billion if you add in all the accessorials. Can you say accessorial on the radio?
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, you've just done it, so yeah.
Apparently, you can say it twice.
Yes, apparently. Yeah, apparently you can. Wait a minute. Mallory's waving at me. She says the FCC is coming in the back door right now. I don't know what that means. She just flashed up a news alert to me. Anyway, go ahead.
Mike, did you also catch today that they've said now that they've hired people to come in and fix the website, and it should be fully functional by the end of they actually said that most people should be able to access it by the end of November.
It's a disaster, and what is this now? Now, we're not saying that necessarily that Barack Obama is the Antichrist, but what is one of the attributes of the Antichrist? He is an Antichrist, by the way, folks.
Yes, he is.
We have to be adamant about that.
Yes.
Barack Obama is
It's
an Antichrist.
A-N.
We have
He
a
is
new
an
video coming up. Yep. We have a new video coming out. I just finished it, and our production team is putting it together now. We have a brand new video coming out tonight. Look for that tonight on ppsimmons on YouTube, which documents much of this with video evidence that Barack Obama is an Antichrist. Is he the Antichrist? We're not saying that. He is an Antichrist. And what is one of the attributes of an Antichrist? He's one that makes desolate. He's one that he just destroys everything he touches.
Yeah.
And this just seems to be the modus operandi. Can you say modus operandi?
Yes, you can.